Hello everyone, it's Simone, and today I am playing with my bits and pieces that I have in my stash. Um, I mainly am focusing on my Extravagant Hope mailers from Brandi Kincaid. She puts her heart and soul into these, and that's what makes them so extremely special to me, knowing that she shares more than just stationery with us. Um, yeah, I'm like, I sound pathetic, but every bit feels special. And I have a tendency to hoard things that feel special to me instead of enjoying them in my journals, maybe using them for Happy Mail, to keep hoarding them because they're special. And then also Brandy's stuff is mostly cardstock and stickers. And for some reason, I have a problem with putting thicker items into my Hobonichi. The Hobonichi has Tomoe River paper, and when I put in heavier items, it feels like it's not the right thing. Like the page will break down because of the weight. I know other people put in no matter what. I just feel like adding too many heavy things, besides bulking them up, it makes them not very stable. So if I'm turning the page, then the weight of the card pulls down the page and crinkles it up. And so I've been contemplating maybe making a different insert, or maybe reusing or starting to use my traveler's notebook again. But then the pieces that Brandy sends are not the smallest. So the bigger size cards, I think, are 5 by 7. So they would even stick out of the traveler's notebook insert. And so when I was working on this, I was really contemplating, am I going to start something new? Am I not? Where's all of my empty journals? Let me check what I do have. But my husband was working and the empty journals are in my closet. So I decided, well, why don't I just put everything that is overflow, that doesn't go into my Hobonichi for one reason or another, into this Smashbook that I have been filling since 2015 ish, and finish it up. I really like the way it looks. I started using it as a journal, then I didn't use it anymore. Then I rediscovered it just recently to put in all of the stickers that I don't really have a use for. And then I started to put in the letters that Brandy sends. Now I added the cards that come in. It's kind of like a thank you that is printed on the back, and then it is a personal note by her for me on the front. And so I don't need to make it a tip-in or anything. I can just glue the full card into the book. Um, and then while I was working on this, I decided I'm just going through the pouch that you can see in the left bottom corner. I started using the smaller size Delphonics pouch, to put in all the bits and pieces, or my stationery capsule um, that I would love to use up and get rid of. But actually, get rid of is kind of a negative word for happily use and visual, put them into somewhere where I can see the things that I have in the pouch. And some of the things I just don't get to use, because even though I put so much ephemera into my Hobonichi, there is still so much in the pouch. And so these printables are from Coco Daisy. I love the sloth. I love all the cute critters. And the designer is Line from Linus Pots. Um, and so I printed them at the end of February and was trying to add them to my journal. But as you know, I moved in March and I didn't really get to journal a lot. So I had most of the printables still in the pouch. And so I decided, let's just take them all out, cut them, and add them in here. I started doing this, I think, last fall, and it's such a nice mindless exercise when you want to create and you just don't really have the mindset to create meaningful pages, which I'm not saying that these are not, but they're just less meaningful. Doesn't make sense either. The meaning behind these pages is that just cutting stuff out, taking a sticker, placing it so that it looks visually appealing, is fun. And so that is all that it needs to serve, all the purpose that it needs to serve. And so I I love it. I love it for that purpose. I have been sticking in cards that I have been getting in Happy Mail again that I would love to keep, but that I don't want to add to my Hobonichi. And so this is a great place for those. I love that it's a bigger size too. And I struggle with the colored pages and the design pages, but I also really, really love them. So while I was working on this, I've been thinking about, is there a way? I've been looking on Amazon to find these Smashbooks, but I guess K and Company that has produced those does not produce them anymore, or they're just not. They have been popular like 10 to 15 years ago, so they're just not. They just went out of production because everybody had their closets full of Smashbooks. So now I'm thinking, if I have a means to recreate something like that. I do have a huge stash of patterned cardstock from scrapbooking, and so this wouldn't be too hard to recreate, especially in a bigger size like that. And if I need to find some kind of like this spiral coil bound thing, a binder to borrow from someone, I definitely will, because that is this format and this size, this way of putting stuff that is kind of overflow in is just really fun. This star that you can see right here is a coloring page that one of my children made and gave to me, and I never really knew where to put it. Yes, I could have put it into a Hobonichi, but at that time when I put it in there, I didn't use a Hobonichi and I didn't use a big enough journal to put it in. So I love this, and I really would like to find something similar when this is full. But as you can see, when I flip through, there is still so much room to add stuff in that I will definitely be using this probably for the remainder of 2021. But again, but then also I want to use a traveler's notebook again. So if you have any ideas on a way that I can use my traveler's notebook, please drop them in the comments below, because I really would like to start it again. I just purchased the standard the pouches that came in the B-Sides release. Yeah, the justification for the purchase is that I do love my traveler's notebooks, and I've seen so many people use the Faroof pouches before. That was some kind of limited release and collaboration as well. And right now I think I'm looking for something. And so I have decided that I thought I wasn't going to purchase anything from that release, but now but then I thought, well, I am using traveler's notebooks. I love using them, and I will be very, very sad when I use it again that I do not have this pouch. So that is my justification, and I think it's a valid one. um, and so that is what I purchased, and I really would love to actually use it too. Um, I've been thinking of making a Happy Mail journal, but I've been putting all the Happy Mail stuff that I get from friends, most of it, into my um, Hobonichi, and I don't see a reason why I shouldn't put them in there instead of putting them into the Travis. Why should I make a special notebook to put in the Happy Mail that I receive? I do not think they are, all of my friends' mail is worthy of my Hobonichi. And so, yeah, but maybe if I'm just filling up my Hobonichi faster, then by the end of the year, I'm done before that. So maybe I can use a traveler's notebook as a journal. Is maybe I just shouldn't think about it before I'm even done. Because when I think of maybe I then not am using a Hobonichi, then I'm like starting to think, but I cannot not use a Hobonichi. So, or I just remembered I have been trying to participate in the Hobonichi challenge, and maybe I could use that for. That is actually a really good idea. Maybe I can do that. Let me put that down and think about it some more. Let me noodle on it and think about the using the traveler's notebook for the Hobonichi challenge. That is a really cool idea. So, I have been working on all the Brandi Kincaid stuff, and I put all the items that came or come in the kits, and you can actually see what I have received so far. So every month she sends stickers. I think you receive 2 5x7 prints, and this is just the best. I put it up on my wall yesterday because I just love it. So I have taken everything out of my basket and my pouches, my 20 million, and put it on a pile on the upper left hand corner, as you can see. And now I'm just going through all of these things to find out what it actually is and how I am going to use it. My ultimate goal is to put things that are the same, like candy, together so that I'm facilitating the use of these. These are postcards, so I'm putting them into a postcard pile. Then I found the sticker that I will use somewhere. And so it doesn't really make sense on camera right now, but I'm trying really hard to figure out and put, as I said, put the same things together. Here I'm showing you all the postcards that came in the Extravagant Hope Mailer. If you're curious what you're actually getting, I think in one of the making diaries, I actually showed you one full set, but she basically sends stickers. There is 3 different book recommendations on these cards. There's these library cards that you can see up there under the white envelope. So she puts a quote and she writes on the back why she likes this book. Then she sends lots of beautiful things, lots of some sticker sheets, postcards, and art prints, these 5x7 prints, and I added one of them right onto my this page right here. And then again, this is a folded card from April from Penguins Creative. I love what it says. I want to keep it, I want to put it somewhere, but again, it's so thick that I don't feel comfortable putting it into my Hobonichi. So I'm reiterating the same thing again. So I really like having this companion where I can put all the beautiful things that I get that would completely weigh down the Hobonichi pages. And so what I did here is I love taking off the washi tapes and stickers from the envelopes it's themselves. So most of the time my friends also send me stickers and all the cute stuff, but I already took and dismantled the complete envelope, and that is what I put into my cousin. And then here I just added some of the stickers that were included, and then I will write that I received beautiful happy mail from April. And the reason why she actually sent it is this sticker. This is her, I think I'm not mistaken, but a labradoodle called Cookie. I think they picked him up at the end of last year, maybe the end of November. He is a puppy, and she took a photo and made a sticker of it via what is it, Sticker Mule, and she enabled all of us in our friends group, journaling buddies, to do the same thing. So we've been all um, sh- making these stickers, and so we've been swapping them and sending them to each other. I made one. I don't know if I shared it ever. um, Maybe I should include a photo of that right here. I took a photo of my journaling stack, and I love how it turned out, and made a sticker from it. So that's why, I hope that's not the only reason why she sent me Happy Mail, but so she sent me the sticker and included some other bits and pieces. So I took her card, put it into the Smashbook, and documented the Happy Mail here. And then I also received this beautiful whale sticker that is a piece of art that was taken a photo of, or even scanned in, by my friend Chelsea, Those with Words. Both of them, by the way, do Twitch streams every week, multiple times a week. Of their stationery stuff, and it's really fun to watch and engage in the conversation. That is what I really love about the Twitch streams, is that when you catch them live, there is an interaction between the streamer and the audience that isn't here with YouTube. But so yeah, she also sent me this, is it cookies or bread things that I decided to just add in here, because besides me adding in overflow stickers and stuff, I also would love to fill this up, and I really love color coordinating, and I knew I had lots of bits of brown in on one of these pages, and so I thought this would work really well here. And that's basically it. I am still going through all the things, and I think what I'm going to do after I'm done with this is just set everything up and film along as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon. Until then, bye.